is JP Morgan and BlackRock eyeing an XRP ETF. And while we're going to speak about it in this video, also XRP moving throughout the Swift banking machine. Will it show up? Yes, I suppose I can show it to you in present day video. We're going to speak about that, as well as I actually have some incredible XRP and Ripple updates you will love. So stay tuned for this complete video. If you find fee on this video, what you can do is like, and in case you're now not subscribed, what are you doing, guy? Let's get to subscribing. So take a look at it out. Only the smart will be triumphant. XRP is actual Bitcoin. Let me play this for you. This really right factors that come across on this 34-second clip. No, I would agree, because we have not yet made the jump wherein there's institutional purchase in. And I like to apply the instance if the Bank of Mitsubishi in Tokyo wishes to transfer 100 million greenbacks well worth of yen to the New York branch and convert it to greenbacks. You need 100 million bucks worth of yen in Tokyo and 100 million bucks well worth of yen in Tokyo and 100 million bucks well worth of greenbacks in New York. You're tying up 200 million in capital, a coin in simultaneously. So the financial institution frees up a half the capital. That's a large deal. However, we haven't made that saw yet. It seems like it's coming. I assume so. Okay, yeah, we got it. It seems like it's coming, doesn't it? I suppose so. Right, we realize it's coming. Banks are itching to use this. Now, a few banks have desired to gradual this transition down proper. The larger banks, I believe, have more to lose than the smaller banks with this transition to digital financial system, right? With crypto getting used. The motive is that the biggest banks within the international, like Chase, HSBC, Citibank, they have all of these banking rails, right? That different banks pay them so as to flow value on their rails. It's just how matters work. And so these mid-sized to smaller banks, they won't be able to manage to pay for all of this greater infrastructure. So what is the following best issue? Well, right here comes crypto and XRP, that you can basically have a bridge asset go inside and outside of any foreign money, as well as a virtual currency. And that is the new monetary machine, ladies and gentlemen. Tokenized value on that new gadget on DLD. And it truly is how all of us emerge as very wealthy proper. That is the game plan. So Mario and F4 positioned this out, breaking Ripple rankings, a massive, huge in XRP as opposed to Seek criminal warfare. Ripple simply were given a first-rate improvement in its combat with the SEC. A US courtroom accredited its request to speed up the final judgment in XRP lawsuit. This case, which has been dragging on for years, is now quicker, goes to be over faster. And Gary Gensler is likewise stepping down. Listen, as soon as Gary Gensler is long gone, I do not see this. This situation is dead. This case is useless on arrival. No, you understand, no choose, or you recognize the SEC, FTC. All of us is done with this proper. We're turning a new web page inside the United States, and it'll be crypto, season crypto pleasant. Okay, it's no longer going to be our available in and sign up. We'll work with you. Just kidding. Who are we going to peer? All right? That did not work. That's the vintage machine. We're disposing of that system. And what's up, I truly experience appropriate about going into 2025 with this new crypto-friendly management. I assume that the USA has been a bit bit at the back of the relaxation of the sector on the subject of digital assets and adoption. However, you realize Republicans, who have been the maximum pro-crypto-friendly branch of government in the United States, that they have all the manipulate now. They have manager the residence, the Senate, and the presidency, which means that in the event that they need something carried out, they'll get it finished. Okay. So let's see how quick they're going to get it achieved. And if, in fact, the US can come back and be at the vanguard of this innovation, in addition to start bringing people lower back to the states that perhaps have moved out because of the bad felony prison clarity that we have here within the US. So let me play this. What an unhappy state of truth that a US agency, as you understand, that is, you're actually delivering real use instances around those technologies that you realize essentially can't sell into the US market even now, due to the fact US companies are like, nicely, the SEC is attractive, and you realize they do not apprehend exactly what the SEC is appealing, but it is a cause to mention, no, we do not need to combat that combat right now. We'll be patient what occurs. So concentrate XRP it now not being a protection. That isn't always what is being appealed. I think in case you've been around the gap and you've been following all this stuff, you realize that, but perhaps for the human beings, that type of. Have some XRP, but aren't following the play-by-way of play. XRP not being a safety isn't always being appealed. It's something to do with the manner that they did institutional sales, and I'd consider that that is all going to be cleaned up earlier than you realize it. Also, us Republicans, Mike Flood on Fox Business, Gary Gensler set America return 2 decades. Let's play this clip and communicate about it. I love what you are saying due to the fact you're making the regulations clean. And I assume the readability stop of this was one of the troubles for this marketplace to simply be believed, because human beings weren't positive who become jogging it, who was overseeing it, and what the regulations had been. And that turned into, because the Biden administration simply threw lots of climate change agenda guidelines at every single organization. Isn't that right? And, you know, businesses had to follow all of these new policies. Well, they were busy with the environmental stuff. And then this idea with virtual assets that we're going to use enforcement moves. You do not even recognize what the regulation is, right? There's in reality nothing on a number of those subjects. And unexpectedly, you've got an SEC research shutting down markets. You recognize Gary Gensler set America lower back 20 years. We are nowhere near in which we want to be in phrases of the digital asset financial system with strong cash. And it honestly, real fast, Gary Gensler is or was, or you already know he's resigning now, but the head of the SEC. Truth be told, the SEC would not set legal guidelines and policy. It's Congress that does. So I get that Gary Gensler has said America returned. 20 years is a long term, I'd say. Some years, however, additionally pointing the finger and blaming a few Gary Gensler for the shortage of clarity within the crypto market. It is without a doubt no longer Gary Gensler's full fault. It's Congress. They're the ones who have to provide you with law. They want to work together to get that accepted and then signal that into law. So I don't like how a few humans in Congress factor arms, blame all people else. Let's allow us to send out a manna via this. Yes, Gary Gensler became terrible. I do not suppose he did one appropriate issue for the market. However, we need to look inside the mirror. We need to press forward, and we want to get our shit collectively, and then we may be a leader on this area again. Thank God. President Trump is right here. It's sincerely going to unlock a new technology for America and in fintech. I've positioned my heart, soul, and my lifestyles into this over the last 4 years. And I guarantee you, in case you take some time to better recognize where Ripple is located globally for this new trade into the digital asset revolution, man, they may be primed to perform a little insane. Work now, this is an antique clip, and I recognize I'm going to get a few remarks down inside the comment bin announcing, oh, when you consider that this is all but you recognize, I've visible it 100 times. I get it proper, but there may be new humans coming on, and this talks about what we are seeking to get to today, approximately XRP transferring throughout the speedy gadget. Let me play this first, after which we will all come up with my sense approximately. It's far a dialogue surrounding crypto replacing SWIFT. So we did see in advance where you noted that it is now not always about changing SWIFT. It's about complementing it. So permits get some facts in this. I used to paintings with the SWIFT. I was with the SWIFT for 2 decades. So SWIFT is flowing through my vein. Dude changed into it SWIFT for 20 years, many years. SWIFT is flowing, SWIFT is flowing through his veins. My horrific got the sugar kicking in here. SWIFT is the eminent messaging device for the monetary industry, which covers, say, payments, FX, change in phrases of securities, and many others. Not the reconciliations and many others. What we are searching with the crypto. This is where SWIFT would have a store and a head system for maximum of its price transactions, wherein you need provided degree agreements that during a certain time, I will do something, the payment turns up at a positive time for the duration of the day. Here we are looking at the new community styles, which allow immediately real-time motion to the budget and visibility of those budgets nicely. So we might no longer have a situation in which banks need to return back to you and say, have my funds arrived?